Hello YouTube, welcome back to yet another video. I feel like I do this type of video kind of frequent, but I'm always updating my makeup routine. So in the one I have currently, I feel like it eats down. So I'm definitely gonna talk to y'all about it. And I kind of wanted to talk about how I achieved getting my own apartment at a young age, how I could afford it, and just kind of like some tips that I wish I kind of knew before I moved in. So I'm going to be very specific with the makeup products I also use. Just try to watch kind of where I put the placements if I don't tell you guys. Pretty much using a bunch of drugstore products, so this is all very affordable, especially e.l.f. I pretty much use everything e.l.f. e.l.f. if you're watching, sponsor me. First thing I go in with is the face cream. This also has sunscreen in it, which I really appreciate because sunscreen is what's gonna make me young forever. So I moved into my first apartment on the 1st of January 2025. So I literally just paid rent today. Honestly, I was a little excited. Obviously, paying bills is not my favorite thing to do, but it feels good knowing I have another month. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of asked my friend about where she was finding her places, because if you guys had watched a couple videos ago, my friend was on like her 3rd place and she was only 21 at the time, so I'm just kind of like, girl, what? I've been apartment hunting for so long. For the last 6 months before I finally found this, I was apartment hunting. She had told me about the Facebook Marketplace. This is definitely an optional, very optional. This is not something I'm telling you guys to buy. I just happen to buy it. I've been using it. I don't think it does anything extravagant, but you know, I just been using it. It's this HD smoothing primer. I'm gonna put it on today, but I definitely do not think this is what's making my makeup look good. I know I wasn't on it for that long. I guess I just have found this place for $1,200, which is actually very cheap for being in Connecticut. I know a lot of people, you know, talk down on Connecticut, being like it's boring and stuff, but it's definitely not cheap. My place is a 2-bedroom for $1,200. Like, my place also, you know, it has like the master bedroom. This is the 2nd bedroom. I have like a decent like living area space. I have a full kitchen. I have a laundry and a dryer. It's not technically our laundry and dryer, but it's in the complex, so that's free. I call it an apartment because I don't really know what this is. This is really a 2-family owned house, and the landlord owns the 1st floor, and then there's another resident that owns the 2nd floor. We are in the 3rd floor, aka the attic. I just threw out my bonnet because my towel kept falling off, and I was just like, I'm not trying to do that. My hair's not done, so yeah. The attic was built in. Oh, and then they're also in the basement making it for a studio, which the landlord's friend will be moving into. Yeah, soon this will be a full house. Next, I'm just gonna go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I just put a little bit all over my face. I like to say my makeup routine is like soft girl makeup. Oh my god.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Hold on, y'all. See, this is why I hate being distracted while doing my makeup, because I've literally forgot my primer. And hold on, y'all. Hold on. I just missed like 4 steps in my makeup, so I'm wiping it off. I don't care. After we do the primer, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Every girl knows this is the best primer. It's literally a dupe to the Milk Primer. So I had messaged the landlord on Facebook Marketplace. She told me the day to come to visit and stuff, and she was pretty quick with it. We didn't wait too long. There was a bunch of photos, so we kind of saw what we were getting ourselves into. We go in with the e.l.f. Brow Lift. A lot of people I think call it soapy brows. And I also get my eyebrows waxed, so they're pretty shaped. All we have to pay here is this electric and rent. I think something that made us like, you know, pop up, and I definitely feel like this is a tip. Ask questions. They told us almost 100 people came to tour this place, which I was kind of talking to her a little bit more about like interior design and just like, I don't know, I just wanted to, you know, kind of stand out, and I definitely did, and that's what got me lucky. Then we had to complete a background check. It should have been a week to mail it and then a week to get the results back. We didn't mail it. We went down to the police station we were supposed to go to and just dropped it off because we were trying to cut that. We were not playing no games. Like, we wanted to steal this place. Alright, this is the eyebrows, y'all. Today they're kind of looking like cousins, but whatever. Now the halo glow. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is a mess already. So then we got that message that the background check looks good. We met with her the same day we got that message just to drop the security deposit and first month's rent. She only asked for 1 security deposit and first month's rent. I know some places they ask for 3 times as much rent and you gotta make 3 times more than rent, and that's a lot. Like, that's like honestly a lot. Like, on top of that, like when you do apply for other places, you have to like pay like application fees. We didn't have to do that. Sometimes you have to pay for parking. Sometimes you have to pay for, you know, if you want an animal. Like, we didn't have to do any of that. You know, obviously for us, we can't have no kids. Like, living here, like we couldn't come in with any kids, and we can only have 1 pet under 50 pounds. So that's my cap. The only downside really about it is we do on-street parking, where we park our car on the street. Like, we're used to it now, so it's not as bad. Also, I just went in with the Maybelline BB cream. This is just a tinted moisturizer. I just put it basically all on top of the Halo Glow, and then I put it under my eyes specifically. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Shake it up a little bit, and then spray that all over my face. And then I'm gonna go in with a powder brush to blend it in. Sorry y'all, if you guys hear that noise, my downstairs neighbor is playing music. I don't really mind it though, but it just kind of sucks because I'm trying to record with this one. Also, I feel like in the camera, my makeup looks a little bit more pale. It's not. Like, trust me y'all, it's a perfect match. So just to give me a little bit more coverage under my eyes, I do have dark eye bags. I promise y'all I'll get enough sleep. And I have like eye cream, I just never use it. But I'm just gonna go in with some fancy concealer, and I'm gonna put it under my eyes and like under my nose, because you see it's kind of red. Yeah, basically that's how I got my apartment. I just went on Facebook Marketplace, I toured it, I talked to the lady, and I dropped the deposit. It was honestly not that bad of a process. Also, before that, I was going on like apartments.com and Zillow, and I only did because like people recommended that, but I really hated doing that because obviously there was all these fees, and like people would not call or text me back like about tours and stuff, and just kind of very unprofessional, or they would do like open houses at the worst times ever. I also put some, just like a little bit on my eyelid, and I blend it on my eyelid. Yeah, it really does just make a difference, y'all. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I'm going in with the Pixie Bronze just to kind of add more color back into my face, because I just put it right there, put it right there, and put it under. You know, you kind of swoop it up so you make your face sharper. So yeah, that's just kind of how we got the apartment. It was very simple. Also, I know a lot of people say don't put your eggs in one basket, tour places and stuff like that. But listen, y'all, like sometimes you're gonna have to, because if I waited for this apartment and be like, okay, this is cute, this is the first apartment I toured, and then waited, somebody else could have gotten it. Like, if you could get it, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's not bad to put eggs in one basket. Like, it just all depends. I mean, look, that's what I did. So, you know, if it was like an actual apartment complexes, I would be like, yeah, like definitely tour more. But when it's like, you kind of have a deadline, like it's like you either want this place or you don't. Like, it's not like, oh, I'll give you a few weeks. Like, you either want this place or you don't. Then for work, if you guys are wondering how we could afford it, we split all the bills. We don't split everything. Sometimes we just go on Sunday and just buy it ourselves. But I'm a server slash bartender. Due to go, I work in a restaurant. I pretty much do like everything except like, you know, the cooking. That's pretty much anything to do with like serving the food type, that's what I do. I work a lot too. I work like 40-hour weeks. I work very hard for my money. I work all the time. I pick up shifts. I come in when I'm called in. So I work a lot. So does my man. He's actually transitioning jobs right now, and it's a little bit more complicated. But yeah, first he just got a raise at this job, and then he found a second job that pays a lot more. So I don't know if he's gonna be working too. And I'm sure if you guys were keeping up with the videos, he's also in welding school. He's about to graduate welding, and then, you know, to trade school, they're gonna help him find a welding job. So I'm praying that, you know, after his welding school, that he's lucky enough to find a welding job. He works hard too. So it's like hard work really does pay off. go in with my half gone elf in the shade Always Rosy. Obviously I love this blush, and this shit has been lasting me like 4 years. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna put blush like kind of like up like this, and then a little bit on my nose. The first thing that I see a lot of like on TikTok is a lot of people say like use your next paycheck and get that place. Please do not do that. Like honestly, that sounds real crazy to me. That sounds like they are setting you up. Like if you don't have much of a savings, if you listen, pay your bills and make sure you are financially good. That's the number one thing. You have to be financially good to feel comfortable. If you get a place knowing you are not financially okay to afford it, to afford the food, to afford the other bills, to afford your car, to afford, you know, the life you want, it's not a rush. I know on social media is fake. You do not know what people do on the side to make that type of money, and you know what I'm saying? It is no rush. It definitely feels good to have my own place at 21, but we are young. I genuinely feel like a good time to have your own place is like 25, 26, 27, but I feel like even like being 22, 23, 24, like that's still young. Like you don't need to leave and nobody's telling you to leave, or you're not even being charged rent. Like it's not a rush, it's not competition, y'all, so please don't do that. I'm not telling you to save mad money, but just save enough money where you can, you know, you can afford it. And you know what I'm saying, our house is pretty furnished, but it's not furnished all the way, and there's no rush, and I have money to, if I wanted to, I could really furnish it a little bit more, but there's no rush, and I'm very considerate about everything else that needs to be paid for. So do not do that with your next paycheck. Do not do that with your next paycheck. Next, I don't even really want to put you guys on to this. It's just a setting powder. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite shade, so it's like I use it, but I'm definitely not gonna tell y'all to get it when I know I don't even love it. So it's really up to you if you guys want to do that. But basically, just kind of like a setting powder. Put it like under my eyes, and I do it like a triangle. I'll do it like this, go like these, and then go down, and then go back up, and then just keep doing that. Make sure you guys are getting your eyelids too. You want to set the concealer that you put on your eyelids with this. There's a bunch of different serving jobs. They're serving like at a restaurant, they're serving at like, you know, a hotel, they're serving like family owned type of serving, there's like catering type of serving. There's a bunch of different serving jobs. I literally didn't know I was moving out until like a week before. But I literally had no time to prepare because this was all very quick, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a whole waiting game process, so I didn't want to get ahead of myself too quick before I knew. Use your money now to start putting stuff away for your place when you, because you know the first thing you gotta do when you come in, you gotta deep clean. I also put some top of my lip because I always sweat on the top of my lip, because it can happen like that, because that's what happened to me. I have this like weird taste in my mouth, and I think it's from the setting spray, so I'm really just trying to get rid of that. I have lash extensions, so I'm just gonna brush them out with a spoolie. Take your time moving in, y'all. Like I said, it's no rush to have your house fully furnished. I should have said this first also, but pray, y'all. Pray over your house. Pray over your protection. Pray over your relationship. Pray over your car. Pray over everything you own. Next, I'm just gonna go in with some e.l.f. mascara, and I'm just gonna play it for my bottom lashes. My favorite mascara, it's the Maybelline Lash Sensational. So if you guys are trying to look for a good mascara, that one is my personal favorite. I'm gonna go in with a Q-tip just to clean up any mascara under my lashes and to wipe the makeup off my lips. Another thing is, y'all, apply for those food stamps. Apply for those food stamps. Grocery shopping without food stamps. I'm literally at the grocery store every other day. I'm not even kidding. I spent between $50 to $100 just for the little food I had. Next is my favorite thing is the lips. The lips obviously make the whole look come together. It's the NYX lip liner in the shade Magic Maker, and it's such a pretty shade. So I'm gonna show you guys what I do. I just outline my lips. I don't really overline my lips because I think I have pretty good lips, so I just outline them. It's such a pigmented like lip liner. It's so pretty. I blend it in my lips like with just my finger. I just try to rub the liner into my lips. So when it's like this, I just go over it, outline again to put that lip liner line back on. Don't ask me no questions, y'all. I'm just trying to show you my routine. I think it's cute, so I'll just go back over it one more time. And I also do this because, like, obviously throughout the day, like, the lipstick is gonna be faded away off of, like, you know, drinking, eating, licking your lips. But the liner part, that shit stays. This shit stays on, like, all day. And then I just clean up the mess I made. Set my face one more time. Set my face one more time. And this is my final makeup look. Get into it. I get so many compliments about my makeup all the time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope, like, what I told you is gonna help you guys have a lot easier time finding places. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, subscribing, turning on your post notifications. Following all of my socials are linked in the description. I'll see you guys in my next video.